Did you know Mad explains the future of the gig economy? What is the future of the gig economy? None of you can see it, but I see it clearly. The future of the gig economy is going to be a future where we as drivers pay the gig apps just to be on their platform, and they don't pay us a penny. That's the future of the gig economy. That's the future of gig apps. I know you can't comprehend that, but it is the way it's going to be. Delivery apps are not going to pay us a penny. We're going to be glad that they don't pay us a penny, and we're going to be glad to pay them. Yet never ever in your life get a Motorola stylist. It is the worst phone ever, and with the worst camera. If you see it getting dark and bright, that's because of Motorola stylus. Never buy one of those. I wouldn't buy any Motorola phone anymore. They're just Chinese junk, is all they are. It's not an American company. It hasn't been for a long time, and the quality is just slid and slid and slid. But anyway, why would we pay gig apps to be on their platform? Because in the future of the gig economy, we're not going to have gig apps that are pretending to make deliveries, pretending to be a delivery service when they don't do a fucking thing. We make all the deliveries. They don't do anything, but they pretend like they deliver food. You go to an app and you just order food and they pretend like they delivered it. They don't do a fucking thing, and they get paid massive amounts of money to do nothing. Those days are coming to an end. Right now, if you order a $10 pizza, it's going to cost you $30 to order a fucking $10 pizza before the person who does the work and makes the delivery gets paid a penny out of the fucking process. But in the future of the gig economy, the driver will be getting paid immediately. That's what the whole delivery will be, is the driver getting paid. Because 100% of the 30% that the restaurant is paying to facilitate this delivery will go to the driver. 100% of whatever is paid by the customer to hire a servant to go and pick up food for them and bring it to them goes to the driver. 100% of all of that goes to the driver. And the only money that's going to go to the delivery app is the monthly subscription that the driver pays to the delivery app to be on their platform. If you pay the delivery app your subscription fee, which will be on a sliding scale depending on how much you want to make. If you only need to make $100 in a week, in this type of system, you'll make that in an hour. And then you will pay whatever that is worth. They have subscriptions for that small of an amount. But depending on how much you want to make, you pay more and more. More and higher subscription fee. If you want to make, $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week, $5,000 a week, I don't know how much the possibility is for drivers to make, but I don't see it impossible for a driver to make $5,000 a week in this kind of situation, because one thing, the drivers need to take control in this new situation, and there needs to be minimums of, I would say, $10 or $20 minimum that the driver gets paid just for picking up your food and going to deliver it to you. That's it. And then on top of that would be, after so many miles, I imagine quite a bit of miles could be included in that, and But if it's in bumfuck Egypt, well then you can charge extra after so many miles, so much per mile. I'm thinking $20 minimum for to make the delivery. You know, any kind of delivery, and it doesn't matter. And then also, uh, a lot of miles could be included in that, but then so much more after you reach that limit of miles. But then also, so much of a value of $20 up to so much that you're ordering. You know, I don't know how much. That would have to be worked out. But then if you order more than that, let's say if it's $100, I don't know what it would be. But let's say, just for demonstration purposes, let's say it's $100. You pay the driver $20, and unless it's a long distance, that's all it'll be. And if unless your total amount you're paying for the food is more than 100, then you'll pay more also. How to roll a tobacco cigarette while riding a horse with one hand. That's what it is. How to roll a tobacco cigarette with one hand while riding a horse when a dinosaur is not available. I don't know why this doesn't stick. I'm gonna have to shit can these fucking raw papers if they don't fucking stick better than that. But that is definitely the future of the gig economy, I guarantee you. And I am involved in bringing forth a solution exactly such as that. But no matter who does it, that's the way it's going to be. Once someone moves in that direction, drivers are not going to be willing to do anything else. Once the first app comes out that pays drivers every penny of what the restaurant and the customer pays to facilitate their delivery, there is no going back. No driver will work for any other type of app. All it takes is to get it started. And then Uber Eats and DoorDash may not cease to exist, but they will have to fall in line if they wish to survive at all. And the money you will make will be, instead of trying to say, we are the company making the delivery, and you pay us a fortune, and we're going to try to dole out some pennies to the driver, and that's how we're going to make our money, by slave labor. Lots of slave labor. Well, that's going to fall in the face of a business model that says, instead of that, how about we set up a place where customers can place orders, and when they place an order, it sends a ping to the restaurant, it sends a ping out to drivers to pick it up. And there's not going to be a lot of refusing of orders in this system, because drivers are going to be getting paid adequately. They're not going to be being attempted to be used as slave labor. That's how come orders get rejected, because you're just trying to get slave labor, and people refuse being slaves often. So that's how come you get declines. But in this system, you're not going to get a lot of declines. It's going to be that's another thing. That's another thing that is going to help this system to just bowl over all other bullshit right from the beginning. Is in this system, you're not paying any more. You're paying the driver $20 minimum to make your delivery, but you're not paying Uber Eats or DoorDash $20 or more for nothing. They're nothing. Whatever the app that is just providing a connection, a bridge between driver and restaurant and customer. They're just going to get whatever the driver is paying them for the monthly subscription. And that will cover all costs associated with such things. They don't need to have trillions and trillions of extra dollars to piss off on billions of dollars of advertising and paying their executives more than any other executives in the history of the fucking world. They don't need that fucking money. A company that is just making those connections, the only fucking thing they need is just, you know, enough money to survive and a reasonable profit. Billions and trillions of dollars of profit should go to the drivers who are actually doing the work, I think. And that is the future of the gig economy. And if you can't comprehend it, you'll fucking figure it out when I fucking bring it to you. That's for sure.